Okay. So what we have right now is Belen, and she's working on sits and downs with Winnie. Now, just to give you a little heads up, there are a bunch of distractions because we're outside, so the wind's going, and we've got two other little puppies that are, just itching to play, so they're, making noise.
Good girl.
So what you see Winnie doing is she right now is currently using a food lure.
Okay.
And we're only using the food lure temporarily before we start to fade it away. Now what Winnie's doing is she's going to start from the nose and kind of draw the treat back to the nose, but Belen has a sit really good, so we kind of don't need to even do that step at this point.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just say, we're going to tell her to sit. Use a little hand signal by running your hand up like Winnie just did. As soon as her butt touches the ground, you're going to give her a treat. But first you're going to mark it by saying, good girl. This basically tells her that she did exactly what you wanted her to do, and then you're going to reward that. Now if you'll notice, what Winnie's doing right now is when she's doing the hand signal, she no longer has that treat in her hand. She's using an empty-handed lure, which basically means there's no food in the hand. And this teaches Belen that just because there's no food in the hand when we're doing a lure or when we're using a hand signal doesn't mean she's not going to get treated for it. So Belen will, once she sits, she's going to get treated from the opposite hand. Now what Winnie's doing right now is she's actually using food in her hand because she's using a lure to get Belen now in the down position. Now this is very tricky for dogs at first because a lot of the times they're asked a lot to sit and not lie down.
Good girl, baby.
So what Winnie just did was she ran the treat from the nose to the toes, and then when Belen dropped her elbows, she gave the treat. Now you also notice that Winnie's using a release word every single time. Now what we want you to do is we want you to only use the cue once. So you're going to say either sit or down once. Once she's done that behavior, then you're going to mark that she did it, give her a treat for it, and then before she's allowed to pop up, I want you to say a release word. We like the word okay. Works great for this. Now we use a release word because we don't want to teach her that as soon as she's down and gets the treat, she's allowed to pop right back up. We want to go tell a dog to lie down or sit. We want them to stay there until they're told otherwise.
Okay.
Perfect. Now if she chooses to let's just stay there, she's more than welcome to. She doesn't have to get up. She just got up because she saw the treat, but some dogs just really like to just hang out as well. We'll do one more down and then we'll call it a day. She worked really hard and very good today for us.
Try this without the lure, but I suspect she's not quite ready for it without the lure.
So we have not faded the lure yet, but nice job. That was excellent. So what Winnie had said was she's not going to use the lure in that, which was the food lure rather. So she just used her hand, and Belen popped down, and we gave her the treats from the opposite hand. Eventually, you'll get to the part where we don't even need the food in our hands; it can be in our pocket. But for now, she did great. Good job.